Hey there everyone, it is Sam here at Strata Blue. So today I just wanted to take a minute and talk to you about cold outreach. So really, what is cold outreach? Cold outreach is contacting anyone you've not previously interacted with in order to sell them your service, product, or even just ask a little bit about their industry, do some market research, get them on a podcast. There are really a lot of different things you can do with cold outreach, and that's why I think it's awesome. So I kind of want to cover just a few different things that people often ask me about cold outreach. So, will it land me new clients? Can it compete with with paid advertising? And should I feel bad for doing it, or is it spam? So, starting from the top, will it land me new clients? Yes, 100%. It might not be every day, every week, every month, but it will land you new clients if you do it properly, if you use the right software, if you use the right messaging, if your copy is good, if you're contacting the right people. Can it compete with paid advertising? 100%. The difference is that paid advertising scales easier, but does require a larger starting budget. Cold outreach, you can start with $100, $200 pretty easily and start contacting prospects in the industry that you're going after. Paid advertising, you'll need to build up your pixel data. You'll need to get some exclusions going if it's Google Ads. Really, you have to shop for data first. That could be easily $1,000. So cold outreach is a better place to start. Over the long haul, maybe you find that paid advertising is easier on a larger scale, but I think really both can work cohesively and get the job done extremely well together, especially. Should you feel bad for doing it, or is it spam? Only if you are not contacting people that your offer is relevant to and you are not personalizing your messages. When I say personalizing your messages, I don't just mean merge tags like first name or company name. I mean personalization as in, hey John, I saw your post on LinkedIn last week. I thought it was great. Here's what I'm selling. You want to show that you looked up that person individually and that your message is just for them and not anyone else. That's really going to decrease the likelihood that you're going to upset anyone, or that you're going to contact anyone that you shouldn't be contacting, because you're going to be looking at each of their profiles, at each of their businesses, all of that. So how do you do cold outreach? Well, primarily I'd say there's 3 different ways. That can be cold calling. That's probably the most traditional method. LinkedIn, that is one that has been popping up over the last probably like 5 years. That's awesome. And then email, which I'd say is probably the best of the 3, although LinkedIn can be better than email in certain situations. But so as far as implementing each of these, cold calling, obviously you can have an SDR team do that. You can outsource it to a cold calling agency. I think that is a good option depending on what you're selling. I personally wouldn't do it if it was just me. I would put more effort into LinkedIn and email and then book calls that way. But again, you can do it yourself. I think if you have time, it might be worthwhile to try out. LinkedIn, I would say this is great, especially if you're using automation tools for small teams. You can get a good campaign going, reach out to basically everyone with the correct job title and industry segmentation using Sales Navigator. Really get that list built, shoot them all a couple messages, hopefully get the connection accepted. So that's where some good copywriting, maybe being funny, anything like that is going to boost the campaign. And you can definitely get calls booked that way. And then lastly, email. Again, depends on the software you use, but you can use a prospecting tool like Seamless or Apollo, get a list built, really go through each of your prospects, check them out on LinkedIn, check out their website, write individual messages to each of them, get that uploaded to something like Limlist or Mailshake, get an email campaign out, show them what your business does, show them some results you've gotten in the past, and you'll quickly see that people are interested in learning more. You can start conversations, you can ask them, again, come on a podcast. I just want to have a networking call. Maybe we can go get coffee this week. I'm in the same area as you. Really, the ways that you can start conversations with people are kind of unlimited. It's really figuring out what is the most efficient strategy to generate the most conversations that aren't just fluff conversations. They know what you do, you know what they do. They know why the conversation is happening, but there's no pressure. It's just, networking. So I think all of these strategies work well. I think the problem that a lot of people run into after they learn how to do it efficiently is how to scale it efficiently, and that is definitely something that only comes with experience. And I think we're going to drop more videos on that coming soon. So yeah, if you have any questions about how to implement cold outreach, what the best softwares are, some copywriting tips, what you should be saying to prospects, feel free to let us know in the comments, and we will have another video soon.